Listen, I don't have much time. What you're about to hear is the truth the Kansas City Tyrants desperately want to keep buried. Andy Reid's twisted mind control has spread across the world, and Roger Goodell's corruption seeps further into the sport. The TS13 virus has made Reid's grip even tighter, its power growing worse every week. The brainwashing is so bad that even now the women are chanting, Chiefs Kingdom, in unison, denying food and water. Only men in Missouri are showing similar symptoms, so there still might be time to find a cure. We're on the edge of planetary disaster. Patrick Mahomes is no god. He's a false idol, leading a chaotic regime. The fall of his cyborg enforcer Isaiah Pacheco gives us at least some small glimmer of hope. We're running out of time. We've got to end the Chiefs' reign of terror. For our freedom, I'm begging you, tune into Shmokin Hot Takes. They're our only chance in these dark times. They will tell the truth, and they will be the first to predict the resistance efforts across the league this week. Stop watching the corrupted broadcast right now. No, they found me. How? How? Pacheco? No. I'll never go with you. Never. Let's get smoking! Smoking.
Smoking.
Shmokin. Hell yeah. Welcome into Shmokin Hot Takes. I am Prof, and we got Koop,
Yeah.
K-Dog,
Yeah.
and back with us, C-Dubs.
Hell yeah, let's lose some money.
Yeah. Yeah, you tune in to Shmokin Hot Takes, baby. Make sure to leave a follow and a review on Spotify and check us out on YouTube. Welcome in, boys. We're covering week 3 for our NFL pick'ems and our top 10 and our Smoking Hot Take. It's a jam-packed episode. It'll be a good one. It'll be fun. And I think we all came into this saying it's going to be upset or maybe not. I don't want to call them upsets, but just pick'ems bonanza because as C-Dubs pointed out, lots of 0-2 teams that probably shouldn't be 0-2. Lots of teams playing for their lives, as we just talked about last episode. And so it's going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to some of your guys' upset picks. Do we just jump into it? Let's just go. Let's not keep people waiting.
Thursday night. Let's hit it. Thursday night.
Yeah, let's do it. Patriots taking on the New York Jets on Amazon Thursday Night Football. And this is in New Jersey, New York. Who do you guys got? What are you guys thinking for this one?
I think C-Dubs should kick us off.
C-Dubs should.
Yeah, let's
just let it rip.
All right. Fine. I'll go first. So I got the Jets in this one. I think the Patriots have vastly overperformed their first 2 weeks. Week 1, obviously, with their crazy win at Cincinnati. I don't think anyone saw that coming. I don't even think the Patriots saw that coming, to be honest. But you know what? It happened. And then last week, I still think they overperformed against the Hawks in their home opener. Crowds jazzed. I mean, Boston people, they're jazzed up about everything. So the fans are in it. It's not like week 10 when they're going to be like 1-9 or 2-8 when it's like, okay, season's over and the crowd was in it and everything. So it's a tough place to play. I just think I still stand on the fact that this team is not good. So I don't think the Jets are necessarily much better. I think the spread right now is 6.5. I think that's too many points, but I still think the Jets find a way to win the game. So I'm taking the Jets.
Ooh,
Interesting.
Nice. Go ahead, K-Dog.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna hop. I'm with C-Dubs here. I got the Jets. I think it's gonna be ugly. But I think the Jets can eke out a win here, kind of similar to what they did against Tennessee. I agree that the Patriots have maybe looked better through 2 weeks than they really are. Although, if you listen to our last episode, you heard Koop and Prophet Jade just hype them the hell up. I mean, saying they have a great defense, Jacoby Brissett, top 10 QB. I mean, they're just going on and on about that big Seahawks win. So I'm hoping one of you takes them here. We'll see.
So I'll jump in. So I think this is going to be a good game. I really do. I think we have some defenses that are really good against the offense's strength, I guess. Or no, weakness. Apologies. The Jets have a pretty good pass D, not a good rush D. Patriots have a good rush D, not a good pass D. I don't know. So We'll see an interesting game here, but I'm taking the Jets overall. I do like Aaron Rodgers in primetime Thursday night football. It's going to be a good time. I think we see a lot more action with him and Garrett Wilson. And I agree. I think they're kind of they've overperformed as of late, the Patriots. So yeah, the Jets will bring him back down to earth.
I'm not gonna bury the lead here. I got the Patriots in this one. I promise this. I promise this. I'm going for it. One reason is just pure gut, just guttural fury, instinct, power. The other reason is the exact reason that Koop just laid out. I actually think the Jets' rush defense ain't all that. I think Ramondre is gonna have a big game, and I, for one, don't think the Patriots have been overperforming. I think they've been playing at a level that we will soon come to expect, or I should say, you guys will come to expect. And I just think this is a winnable game for the Patriots against a team that doesn't look all that great to me. And Aaron Rodgers, and yeah, they got Aaron Rodgers and it's prime time. But you know who's a way bigger star than Aaron Rodgers on prime time? Jacoby Brissett. Way better in the limelight. So give me the Patriots.
Is that true?
Yeah. I don't
I
know
need
if it's
stats.
true. I don't have any stats to
Don't
back
look
that
it
up.
up. Don't look it up. Just take his word for it.
Yeah, exactly.
C-Dubs, I got a question for you.
Exactly.
Can you hear me? C-Dubs.
What's up?
What's the over-under here?
He can hear you.
Is it like
Over under is 38.5. It is gross.
all right, take the under, fellas. Take the under.
I would stay away.
All right, you heard it here first. That means pummel the over.
I would stay away from this game entirely.
I'm taking Pat's money line in this one. All right. Browns versus the Giants. This game is going on. I think this is in Cleveland. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, in Cleveland.
It's in Cleveland.
Yeah. I think we probably are all consensus on this. I'll go first. I got the Giants, I think, like we all do. No,
You really?
nobody else has the
Are you
Giants.
trolling us again? I know you took them last week.
Yeah, I got the Browns. Okay, we already talked about why the Giants should have won that game last week.
Yeah,
K-Dog.
fair enough. I mean, I've said before that I'm never gonna pick the Giants this year, and I'm gonna stick with that now. Although you are right, they should have won last week. But no, there's no way against that Browns defense. Come on.
Yeah, I'm taking the Browns. I don't have much else to say, to be honest.
Yeah, I think the Browns are going to win by like 3 touchdowns. I think this is where the offense kind of gets right. I think Deshaun Watson is actually going to have a good game. I don't know why, but I'm just feeling it. Like the Giants defense, I said it last week on the Locks, the Giants defense is horrible. It's the only worst defense is, well, there's a couple worse defenses, but they're really bad. So I think, Cleveland came out week 1. They got rocked by Dallas. So I feel like they had a chip on their shoulder. They want to go back home. The fans, they pay money. They're paying Deshaun Watson's salary. So they want to go out there. They want to perform for their fans and prove that week 1 was a fluke. I don't necessarily think it was a fluke, but I just think against the Giants, like this is the team you want to face when you want to get back into it. So, yeah, there will be a feature on this game in the Locks. 2 plays coming at you on Friday. Tune in.
So this is the game you wanted to get a hand in, not the Jets and the Patriots.
No,
and the Giants.
And interestingly enough, I will have plays on both teams for my 2 plays. I will have action on both teams in this. Dear God is right.
All right, so we're all unanimous on the Browns. All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
All right. What team? Oh, the Chicago Bears. Couldn't remember what city they were from. Taking on the Indianapolis Colts in what plans to be offensive dud, if I had to guess. This game's in Indianapolis. What's the over under out of curiosity on this one, C-Dubs?
It is 43.5.
Wow,
Gross.
that's pretty high.
Which is why I'm leaning the over in this game.
Hmm.
okay.
You think
Alternative.
Caleb Williams throws the first rookie touchdown?
I think so. I think we get a little offensive fireworks here. I don't know why, but again, I don't understand why the over-under's at 43.5. It doesn't make any sense. It should be in the 30s. If anyone watched these teams the last 2 weeks, it should be in the 30s. But so
Sure.
they know something, and I'm taking the over, and I'm also taking the Indianapolis Colts. God damn it, we need a win. We need a win. The win total depends on
That
this.
is
Come on,
fine.
Anthony Richardson. Come
Oh,
on.
no.
This. You know what? I will say this. This is the last week. All right. If they
It's a
lose this
sunk
week,
cost,
I'm
dude.
done.
It's a sunk
And-
cost.
I'm over them, okay? But I'm giving them one last chance. And you know what? They don't have a defensive front seven. Everyone's injured. They put Armstead on the injured reserve today. All right. They're starting retired people. They rumor has it they reached out to JJ Watt to come play this weekend. They don't have anyone left. But you know what? They're going to find a way to win this game. I'll be damned if they don't win this game.
Did they actually reach out to JJ?
No, but
Oh.
they should think
Awesome
about
if
it.
they did. That'd be so funny.
With that, I'm gonna pick the Bears. 'Cause if you guys listened earlier, last episode, I said whatever C-Dubs decides, just fade it. So I'm going Bears here. I like the Bears defense here. Really good, stout rush D, and Jonathan Taylor and Anthony Richardson. That's really the only thing he knows how to do. So give me the Bears. I think Caleb Williams, we're going to see a little bit of what he can be in this game. Maybe a Shmokin Hot Take coming up.
Dog, you've been talking so down about Caleb Williams, then you say this is what he's gonna be, or he's gonna
I
pop
said-
off. Like you've been
I
trashing
don't
on him
know.
all day.
No, that's not true. I just said I don't know if he can handle it at the NFL, but maybe this week is the get right. I mean, it's against the Colts. It's not a hard team to beat.
Yeah, the Malik Willis
Yeah.
just did.
I got the Bears too, and I feel pretty good about this one. I mean, the Colts through their first 2 weeks, they've given up a rusher with 30 plus carries, 150 plus yards. Joe Mixon week 1, Josh Jacobs last week. Sounds like a big game for DeAndre Swift to me, and I know you guys aren't big fans of him. And that should open up Caleb Williams too. I think he's going to have his best game of the season. And I really like that Bears defense. I'm very down on the Colts. I think they're slightly favored in this game, probably because they're at home. But yeah, I got the Bears. I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, give me the Bears. Give me 3 picks for Anthony Richardson.
Oh,
I don't know about Caleb Williams throwing a touchdown. Give me a game in this one that looks similar to Week 1, where the Bears win without an offensive touchdown. Let's do that. That sounds like fun. Might be
All
my
right.
Shmokin Hot Take.
My Shmokin Hot Take: Caleb Williams 3 touchdowns this game.
That's
Give
not
it to me.
that's not hot enough. Not hot enough.
In a loss, dude, that's crazy.
There's been no rookie with a touchdown to begin with. How is that not hot enough?
I don't know. It just doesn't feel hot enough. If you go to 5, I'll allow it.
Oh my
If that's
God.
not going to be a consensus hot enough, then I'll rethink.
I think it's okay.
How about 300? How about 3 for 400?
3 for 400 yards. No.
Hmm.
Give me 125 yards, 3 touchdowns.
125 yards. I mean, we've had a lot of games like that already this year. All right. Do you actually? Okay. Are you actually locking in 3 tutties for your Shmokin Hot Take?
Let's just keep going, and then at the end we're gonna do all of ours anyway.
All right. Let's go to Minneapolis. The Vikings are hosting the Houston Texans. Potentially 2 top 10 teams we're looking at right here in a matchup, depending on who you ask. Look, I'll lead this one off. I'm feeling hot and bothered by the Minnesota Vikings, and I like what I'm seeing from Sam Darnold. That roaring defense, Vikings chopping the heads off of their opponents, and give me another Ty Chandler big game. How about that, huh? Let's go Vikings. Sam Darnold, I think he's going to start. He's just on a revenge tour, taking out these top 10 teams. Let's go Vikings. Going with the underdog in this one. At least according to Sleeper. I don't know what Vegas says.
Yeah, for me, I think this is the game that the Vikings come back down to earth. I'm picking the Texans. I actually think they might. I don't want to say blow them out, but I don't know if this will be that close of a game. I think the Vikings. I can't explain how they beat the 49ers. That one is just a mystery to me. But I just don't see them putting up that kind of performance against another good team 2 weeks in a row. I'm just not sold on the Vikings. And I don't know. I'm gonna feel silly if I pick them only for the Texans to blow them out. So I'm going with the Texans.
Yeah, it sounds pretty safe to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm picking the Vikings, and you're gonna
Yeah.
hear my Viking roar. You guys ready for this?
Oh, I was born ready.
Go! Pretty good.
You cut a little out right there at the top, but yeah, great otherwise.
It was too much for the
Uh,
mic to handle, I guess.
Oh man, I'll have to retouch that up in the
Too much
back end.
masculinity right there.
But I don't know. These teams kind of match up pretty well in a way. I think their passing O's are pretty nice. Again, that Vikings defense. I think that's been my biggest talk with these last two episodes. Probably is just like how the defenses have come to play this season, these last two games, and the Vikings D looks pretty good. And if JJ's back, I mean, we don't know as of right now of recording if he's going to even be playing. But
He's going to be back.
Jordan Addison's been out a couple weeks, so we haven't even seen JJ Addison tandem going on, and Naylor's looking pretty good too. So I don't think the Vikings will be unable to keep up with the Texans offense, and we might even see the Texans offense be kind of capped this week. Maybe we've been seeing Nico go off and Diggs. Maybe a Tank Dell game here because the other two are getting shadowed or something. I don't know. We'll see. But give me the Vikings.
All right. Well, I guess it comes down to me as the deciding vote here. Look, do me a favor. So who is the Minnesota Vikings defensive coordinator? Do you guys know?
Jesus himself.
It's Brian Flores.
Oh,
Okay.
my man.
So what team did Brian Flores coach previously?
The Dolphins?
To a hater.
Yeah.
The Dolphins.
Yeah. Okay. So he used to coach the Dolphins. So what happened to Tua last week? All right. He's
in the.
He had an issue. He had an issue last week. All right. He got a concussion. He's not doing so well. Karma is a you know what. It's coming for Brian Flores this week. The Texans are gonna take it all, baby. No, I looked at this game and I was like, you know what? It's the Texans or the nothing. I agree with K-Dog. I think the Vikings are gonna come back to earth. I get weird shootout vibes here. I don't know why. But I don't know. I'm just not there yet on the Vikings. If they win, you know what? I'm wrong like that.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
But I think if you're getting into a shootout, you want the better offense. And again, if I'm getting shootout offense, so I'm going to take the Texans.
I think I'd want the better defense. Not gonna lie.
Fair.
Let's not forget the Vikings played the Giants week 1. Are we really even going to consider those stats from that game? I mean,
Let's
I know
not forget they just played the Niners. Like,
right, and they did. But let's not act like they have done this consistently. If they do it in this game, then I will back off. But they had a good game against the Niners. I don't think they can repeat it this week.
All right. Hey, that's valid, man.
All right. Well, K-Dog, do you think the Saints? Because they're taking on the Eagles this week. And yeah, what do you got for this one, K-Dog?
I see these teams pretty similarly, the Vikings and the Saints. Although the Saints are better, no question. The Saints are a better team than the Vikings. But I just don't see a world where they go 3-0, especially the Eagles coming off a loss. They're gonna, be ready to play this game. So I'm gonna pick the Eagles. I wish it were in Philadelphia. That would make me feel even better. But I don't know. Just the Saints 3-0. That just doesn't really. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, but I bet you said last week Saints 2-0 didn't feel good either.
No.
Especially at home for the boys, eh?
I mean, sure, yeah, sure. But can they really follow that up again? Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they will. I mean, I wouldn't be that upset if they do, but
Join the Catholic Church, K-Dog, because I'm rolling with the Saints. Just talked about on our last episode how stanky the Eagles are and how much they have a lack of leadership, and honestly, they're just not playing good ball. AJ Brown won't be in this game, and honestly, I have a feeling Rashid Shaheed will be cooking as the alpha on this team. So give me the Saints. I think this is a no-brainer, especially at home.
Wow, a no-brainer, he says. So interestingly enough, on Monday Night Football, I was looking at lines, and Philly they were favored by 2.5 points. They are now the underdogs by 2.5 points. We got a 4-point flip in this one, all because of Philly's disaster class on Monday Night Football. Come on, guys. You know I can't pick Taysom Hill. I'm picking the Eagles.
Taysom's hurt. He probably won't. He might not even play. So you can change your decision.
It's okay. I don't want to change my decision. I don't like the Saints. I don't like Dennis Allen. He's got a punch in the face.
I want to bring up before Koop, you say your pick. We were talking last episode, C-Dubs, how I was saying how the Falcons have improved, and Koop asked, well, what if they had it? What if the Eagles convert on third down, the Falcons don't even get the ball back, Eagles win the game? Would I be saying that the Falcons are, as good as I think they are? I could say the same thing about the Eagles here. If they win that game, they're 2-0. They're favored in this game, I would think, right?
Yeah, they were on track to be favored.
And so are we really going to just put all that stake into that one drive by Kirk Cousins? I'm interested what you think, Koop.
And with that, the Eagles could have blown out the Falcons by 40, and I'm still picking the Saints in this game.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
I mean, Eagles defense is nothing. They're not stopping a bloody nose at this point right now. Saints passing offense has been crazy. The rushing offense. All I'm keying in on is that offensive line is just going to dismantle Jalen Carter, and he's going to wake up the next day and not even know what planet he's on. All right, give me the Saints.
Man's on Pluto.
I don't know though, but again, kind of going back to what K-Dog said though about the Vikings. Week 1, the Saints played the Panthers. So how much are we really putting into that?
But
I know
the boys and the boys.
Is that saying much? Is that really saying much though? Let's be real.
That was the joke I wanted to get to like early on. It was just like, just wait until we see the Saints play an actual decent team. And then K-Dog was supposed to say, well, they just played the boys. Is this the first time
I'm not falling into that trap.
If they go and beat the Eagles, are we going to now say, well, the Eagles aren't a decent team? Like
I would say the Eagles. I would consider the Eagles to be a better team than the Cowboys, but there is a lack of leadership. That's clear to me. But again, I feel like the Eagles just collapsed like they did last year, and it one of two things are going to happen. Either A, they're going that will set the tone for the rest of the year, and it'll be like the second half where they have all these lackluster losses where they come out, they dominate teams for 3. I saw a stat yesterday. I think that was their 4th loss in the last 2 minutes of a game where they were leading in the last year, like in literally the last year. So you could look at that and say, okay, well, this is a trend, and they're going to collapse back into what they did last year. Or you could look at it as, okay, hey guys, it happened to us again. Whatever, like we're a different team now. We're not going to let that happen to us again and fall into that crap. Let's set the record straight. We were beating that team for 58 minutes, and we had a blip. Let's fix this and get back on the right track. So I'm taking that route. I understand you guys are taking more of the, hey, this is a broken team. And by all means, if they walk in there and no one pays attention, then yeah, I think I'm off the Eagles for the rest of the year because it's systemic at that point. And I think a lot of that starts with their coach. Sirianni's an idiot. I don't like that guy. He doesn't know what he's doing. He lucked his way into good coordinators when they made their Super Bowl run. But I don't know. I'm willing to give him a chance.
I think I'm more so taking the route that like if I bet against the Saints here and say, oh yeah, the Eagles are going to win, the Saints are going to go up and put up 47 points again, and I'm going to say, God damn, they did it again. Like I'm just gonna ride them until they don't, and then I'm gonna be like, okay, well maybe now I know who they are,
That's
type of
fair.
thing.
I mean, I can't. I'm not debating or fighting anyone's logic on this. But
No, for sure. I mean, there is no logic right now in regards to the Saints because they are illogical.
As is Taysom Hill. All right. Oh, sorry, we were just talking for the Saints. Just got stuck in my head. Steelers taking on the Chargers. And this
the
game
battle of the undefeateds. Who would have thought?
is happening in Pittsburgh. Yeah, seriously, who would have thought? Who wants to go first on this one?
So I'll jump in just because the Chargers are my team. Um,
Are they?
so if there's any game to take the under here, I think it's sitting at 36.5. But like these are
Ew.
two prime defenses. The Chargers defense is great. Steelers is great, but their offense is not so much. I would say they're kind of built similar, but I trust Justin Herbert a lot more to convert on a third down or whatever compared to Fields. Maybe they'll convert in a different way. Fields will scamper for a first, whereas Justin Fields might find McConkey or his new favorite target, Quentin Johnston. But I don't know. I keep seeing reasons to like the Chargers, and I'm gonna keep riding them to win. And I'm gonna ride in the battle with the Chargers, baby.
Oh, huge last episode. I feel bad.
Yeah, he popped off.
Yeah,
Give me the Steelers in this one.
Oh.
K-Dog was about to agree with me. He said, I'm hopping on the Steelers too. I heard you, K-Dog. You got excited. No, give me the Steelers at home, dude. I think the defense is better than Chargers, and I think the offense has the potential to be about the same. I like the run side more. I actually think J.K. Dobbins has been an absolute stud, but I'm preparing for a
Really? What's
little
your
bit of a. I'll give you a third. Thoughts?
whatever?
Anyways, yeah, let's get one more. Let's get Justin Fields one more dub before he hand the ball back over to
All right.
Russ.
Maybe we can talk about this as a wrap up. So go ahead, guys.
Sorry to leave you on an island, Prof, but I'm going with the Chargers.
What?
I'm riding with Koop here. I just think, I mean,
Oh, Cooping with Coop.
these two teams are pretty similar, but I just think I'm pretty high on the Chargers. I don't think they've really gotten a chance to prove themselves so far this year, playing the Raiders and the Panthers, and even this game. I mean, I don't know if that's going to convince us of anything, but really good defense. I mean, obviously Dobbins has been great, but you take that away, and let's say the Steelers, shut down that run game. Well, then you got Herbert, who we've seen him slinging around for a few years. Whereas the Steelers are much more one-dimensional. I don't trust Justin Fields. I think the Chargers are going to make him make mistakes. I got the Chargers here.
Justin Fields will remember this.
So the over under it has actually gone down another point. It's at 35.5 now.
Oh,
It's that's about as gross as it gets. Well, I got my sunglasses, I got my sun lotion, and I got my blanket out for the beach because I'm going on the same island as Prof. I'm taking the Steelers. I'm taking
Let's
the home
go.
team. I'm
love
taking the
that.
home team. I'm taking the home team in their home opener, week 3 home opener. I think Pittsburgh's a tough place to win, so I'm gonna go with the Steelers.
And C-Dubs, if you had to bet on the over-under, what are you hitting on this one?
I am going to not bet. I'm going to stay off this game. It's 35.5 is so low. Like, by all means, there's no way this game goes over. But like, dude, 35.5. That's like, you can luck your way into that. So I just would stay away.
Just a quick aside tangent of this whole Russell Wilson, Justin Fields thing. I see people are like, oh, Justin Fields or Russell Wilson's out. Justin Fields can get another game. Like, why even if Wilson was healthy, if they keep winning, why would they ever take Fields out? I don't really understand the whole debate here. Maybe this game, if they lose, then yeah, it'd be like, okay, well, Fields lost. Now we're gonna put Russ in. But I don't know. I just feel like you just keep going with the guy that's doing the job. You guys have any thoughts there?
So then why did you suggest Drake May earlier?
That's good. That's good. That's a good point.
That's good.
But Oh, I more so said Drake May because
For development.
he's
Yeah,
a
I know.
yeah, it'd be more
I
of a
was just
development
memeing.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, man, I don't know. Like, I mean, can we all agree that Russ is a better quarterback?
Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't really agree with the like ride with the or go with the hot hand theory. I
He's
mean, I
definitely a
think
better
go with
passer.
But like,
go with the better
if they're like,
quarterback, and
okay,
it's
Russ
clearly
is
Russell Wilson.
back, but Justin Fields has been winning all these games. Like,
I
is
mean, he's
that kind
also
of
been
weird?
throwing like 100 yards a game.
Yeah.
I think
It's
I
not
think
like he's not
Fields'
lighting it up.
leash. I think Fields' leash is very short, but if they don't lose, I agree that you just kind of have to keep him out there. Like again,
Would
it's
it
not
be?
there. He's not like a conventional quarterback by any means. Like again, he's
No.
not throwing for a lot or anything like that. But if he's executing the game plan that Arthur Smith wants to run, and they keep winning, I don't like. I don't know what you.
Yeah.
I don't know what more the guy can do.
So I could see it being like okay, Russ is healthy. Justin, you're gonna get this, the start. If you suck ass, Russ is coming in at halftime type of thing. Like,
Oh,
you
could you
know
get
what
a
I
little?
mean?
Do you think there's a little UW in their future? You get a drive with
Ooh.
Russ, a drive with Fields. You
Oh my
alternate. You move.
God. You know what you do? You know what you do? You bump out Jalen Warren, whatever his hell his name is, and you put Justin Fields right next to Russ.
Oh, and you run an option to the short side of the field.
All right, let's move on, fellas.
Okay. I like the theory crafting out here though. You guys have future OC aspirations for you.
Thank you.
Tampa
Thank you.
Bay taking on the Bucks in Tampa Bay. This is an easy one for me. Give me the
Tampa
Bucks.
Bay taking on the Bucks, baby.
Tampa Bay taking on the Bronco Bucks. Yeah. There we go. That was close enough.
Yeah,
I got
I'm on Tampa Bay as well. But I wouldn't be surprised if Denver covers.
Kid Dog, you better say that you got the Broncos. I feel like you're winding that up.
no, but it could be a bit of a letdown game after big win against the Lions. But come on, it's the Broncos. They're at home.
Yeah,
There's no way I could pick.
I think it'll be closer than people think. Broncos D is actually pretty nice, but Bo Nix, man, he just hasn't really proved that he can do it. Javonte Williams, I don't think he was enough of a rusher to like kind of abuse. I think is Vita Vea hurt? I think I had heard something. Is he out? Anybody know?
Unknown.
I don't know.
But yeah, you got to give me the Buccaneers. That offense has looked too good. But I could see something. I could see a glimmer here, maybe. But yeah, I'll take Bucks.
Sick. All
I
right.
will say
Oh.
just real quick, I will say that Denver did get like absolutely shafted with their schedule. Like they start in Seattle, which is one of like the most difficult places to play in the NFL, and then they go home
That's
and
right,
who do they
baby.
host? They host the Steelers. Like that's they're getting no favors whatsoever. Anyways,
Now they got to fly all the way down to Tampa Bay. Yeah.
yeah.
Packers taking on the Tennessee Titans. This is I think it's in Nashville. Yeah,
Mhm.
Nashville, Tennessee. Koop, Titans are your team also.
And the Titans are gonna win this game. I'm taking the Titans here. I again, man, I just keep talking about these defenses. Titans defense was legit. If Will Levis can figure a way out of not screwing up the game, I think the Titans win this. Mike, what's his name? Malik Willis, whatever. I mean, if they go back to the rush, Titans rush D is good enough. I think they can kind of make Willis have to do something, throw more than 12 times. Uh, and the Packers defense, like I said earlier, I think it was last episode, they make bad teams, bad offenses look bad, and then they get kind of exposed by good offenses. Now, I'm not saying the Titans are a good offense by any means, but I'm just kind of hoping maybe Levis puts one together here. I mean, they're 0-2. They got to win one at some point here. And let's get it done against the Pack. Tits up,
Do
baby.
they? Do they have to win one? I don't think they have to.
Fair enough.
Dude, it's do or die for me for the Titans. If they don't win this week, dude, it's gonna get ugly. I think there will be calls for Levis to get axed.
A little
Like I mean, like
reindeer.
yeah, like I mean his turnovers have been atrocious. And I don't know if you guys touched on this on the last episode, but like the sound bite, obviously like he had the weird fumble where he like flipped and threw it backwards on Sunday, and the cameraman panned right to Callahan, and he's like, dude, what the F are you doing? Like there was his sound bite. I will give kudos to Callahan for not treating Levis like a kid. I feel like a lot of times in the NFL you see quarterbacks struggle and the coaching staff is like, oh, it's okay, like, you know, we didn't execute that, but like, you know, we'll practice it, we'll take positives. No, dude, Callahan just like literally roasted the guy in front of the media and was like, yeah, he sucks. You know, he made a mistake and I'm gonna treat him like an adult. So I will give Callahan kudos for that. I want to pick the Titans so badly. I really do. In this one, it seemed, again, like I said, it's now or never. Like backs are up against the wall, and I like teams like that. But I can't pick Levis, so I'm taking Green Bay.
Nice.
Also, a tangent, or I guess aside, Malik Willis revenge game. Watch out.
Oh yeah.
True. I was gonna call that out. Yeah. No, I got Green Bay too. I mean, just a week ago I was saying how bad Malik Willis is and how I won't pick the Packers, and then what do? They go beat the Colts. Malik Willis looks okay that game. I mean, he scored a touchdown, didn't turn the ball over. If he can do that against the Titans, they can run the ball, play good defense. Yeah, I'm picking the Packers here. They're just a better coach team, better team. I know Malik Willis is. I mean, he's still a bottom of the barrel quarterback, but you know what? So is Will Levis. So I'm gonna go Packers.
Go
What are you
ahead,
gonna
Brock,
pick,
and then
Koop?
I'll say another word.
All right. I think revenge games are undefeated this season. So in continuing the pattern, I'm going the Packers as well. So Coop's out on an island himself. Sorry, dude. You and Malik Willis, or sorry, not Malik Willis, Will Levis can use his mayonnaise as tanning lotion while you guys enjoy each other on the beach. Yeah, man. Dude, the Titans stink. Everything about them stinks. How about this? Shmokin Hot Take, Will Levis benched. They bring back Ryan Tannehill out of free agency and make him their starting quarterback.
Wow.
I like that. That's my faux Shmokin Hot Take, not my real one.
So, just last comment, this whole revenge thing. You know who the Titans defense has probably seen the most? Malik Willis playing quarterback, so they're gonna feast on this guy.
They got a whole new coaching staff though, don't they? I mean, I don't know about their defensive coordinator, but
yeah, and Malik Willis is gonna throw the ball like 8 times. So does it really matter?
Well, I mean, they know how he runs.
Okay,
and they got a good rush D. They got a good rush D. All right. Whatever. Let's move on. Can't wait to talk about that next week.
All right, great. All right, great. Raiders versus Panthers. Anyone got the Panthers in this one?
The Red Rocket's gonna lose by 30.
I almost did, but
it'll be interesting.
I might be picking them soon though, depending on how Andy Dalton plays.
You know, the Panthers do play the Giants in a couple of weeks, so.
Oh, that could be a good survivor pool pick to get the Giants in.
Yeah, give me the Raiders.
Yeah. All right, all Raiders. Easy. Yeah. Enough said. We might be able to do that for this next one. Hawks take on the Dolphins at home without Tua.
Start with K-Dog.
Okay. K-Dog?
You keep thinking that. Do you think I'm going to pick the Dolphins here? I got to pick the Seahawks. I'm sick of their schedule already. It's only week 3. But yeah, I got to pick the Seahawks.
You're such a hater, bro. You're just mad because you got blown out by the Saints. You're lucky we don't have a chance to blow. If we played the Saints, we'd blow them out. That's all I'm saying. God.
You guys need a reality check, man.
we got some cowboy energy going on over here.
Lions week 4. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, only one of those teams in week 4 is going to be undefeated, and it's going to be the Hawks. So, you know, one thing interesting, though, the Dolphins on the Tua news were 7.5-point underdogs. It's actually trended down. They're now only underdogs by 4.5 points. So the line is moving in favor of Miami by a lot. So I don't know.
Wild.
I don't know what people know, but
you know, I do want to bring up C-Dubs because I was talking about sort of algorithm I'm cooking up. and that algorithm had the Panthers winning last week, and you were like, well, the books are trending towards the Panthers.
Yeah,
So I mean, how much
it's a
stock you
trap.
putting into that stuff, man?
Not much, but still, it's noteworthy. It's something you have to look at and be like, huh,
I
I wonder
guess.
why this moved a field goal. I mean, to be fair, both of the Hawks games were really close, and both of the teams we played weren't really good, in my
Yeah.
opinion. So, I could see Miami weirdly covering, but yeah, I think Seattle wins.
Yeah, I think the Dolphins are. I mean, Achan looked incredible this last week, and they're going to be using him a lot. And the Seahawks, I mean, their rush D isn't great. I mean, it hasn't been great for a long time. So we'll have to just see how they hold up to that. But if we're making Skylar Thompson at least throw a little bit, I think our pass D has been incredible this season. And we'll get some turnovers there. But yeah. Give me the Hawks. Let's go.
I got the Hawks. No surprise there. No Tua. Offense is clicking. Defense looks phenomenal. All right, great. Let's move on. All right, this is a great game. Lions taking on the Cardinals in Glendale, Arizona. I'll
I
start.
disagree.
You don't think this is gonna be a good one?
I think Detroit's going to beat the piss out of the Cardinals.
All right, well, go off. Let's see. Why? Why do you think so?
The Cardinals defense is still god awful. Now let me talk to you about last week. All right. So last week, yes, they destroyed the Rams, whatever. Everyone thinks the Cardinals are the chosen ones, right? So the Rams passing their pass blocking offensive line. PFF has been around for 15 years. The Rams passing offensive line through 2 weeks is graded at 29.3 on a scale of 1 to 100. In 15 years of PFF, the worst pass blocking offensive line in the history in those 15 years were last year's Giants throughout the entire season, and they graded out at 44 on that scale. So we're talking about the worst pass blocking offensive line in the history of the literally ever is what the Rams have. And that's what the Cardinals played against last week. So, yes, the Cardinals blew them out. Here's my thing with Detroit. Okay. They're coming off a tough loss. I think Detroit needed that loss more than anyone in the NFL. Why? Because all of last year, they were playing the role of the underdog. That's where they thrived. This year, they are now the favorites. My grandma's got a ticket on them to win the Super Bowl, winning the AFC North, winning the division, Dan Campbell Coach of the Year, winning playoff games. Some people are whispering Jared Goff MVP. You got everyone is on the Lions. Everyone is on the Lions, and they're not used to it. They're not used to being the favorites. Detroit's all jazzed up as a city, right? They had a letdown. They're not used to being the favorites of the NFL. It's new to them. I think they needed that. I think they need to go into a city like this where there's hope, there's optimism. It's going to be, look, I don't know how hostile of an environment Arizona can be, but in theory, it's going to be a little hostile, right? I think this is what they need to. This is like their get back game. They had a similar one like this last year where they traveled on the road to Tampa, and everyone was like, "This is going to be a good game. Tampa's going to keep them on the ropes." Blah 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 blah, and they beat Tampa by like 35. I think this is going to be the exact same thing. Arizona's defense has not gotten better from week 1 or week 2. They still have no pass rushers. They still have no one in the secondary besides Budda Baker. They still have no linebackers. They have nothing on defense. I think this game is so lopsided. Like, yes, Kyler is going to score, but at the end of the day, I think Detroit just mops the floor with them. So I'm taking Detroit to win by at least 2 touchdowns in this game.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm confident enough to go with a blowout like C does, but I pretty much echo what you say. I agree. The Rams are broken team a week ago. Cardinals beat up on them, but the Lions, yeah, they're not going to lose 2 in a row. They're going to, we all think they're easily a top 5 offense in the league. And against a defense like the Cardinals, yeah, I think they got this one. Cardinals have proved me wrong. They are better than I thought they were at the beginning of the season, but they're not good enough to win this game.
I'm smelling a little salt from C-Dubs because of how much the Cardinals have burned him betting.
Mm.
And I truly think the Cardinals are the real deal this year. I think they could be competing with the Hawks for the NFC West division winner. And I like what they've been doing on offense. And honestly, I agree. I echo what C-Dub said on the defensive side of the ball. The Cardinals are awful. However, with all that being said, I think this is going to be a great shootout. Kyler Murray's going to run with his short ass up and down the field and all around. Bomb it to Marv a couple times, get James Conner going. I like this line. I like this opportunity for the Cardinals to move up to 2-1, win this game. Give me the birds in this one.
Yeah. I got the Lions. I don't know what Prof is smoking over there, man. Must be some good stuff. Cause he's calling for a shootout, and we called for a shootout in the Buccaneers versus Lions. And if we couldn't get a shootout there, I don't think we're gonna get a shootout here from the Cardinals Lions. Maybe on the Lions side, I agree with C-Dubs that that defense is booty, and Cardinals are going against actually pretty decent Lions defense that we saw last week. Kind of hold the Bucks offense pretty low scoring. So I see a pretty commanding win with the Lions. Aiden Hutchinson, man, I mean, he got 5 sacks. He might get 5 more. We'll see. I know Kyler Murray's kind of slippery. He's a little toddler back there, but he'll get a couple more.
It will come down to Kyler's arm, because you cannot run against Detroit. No running back, including CMC, has gotten more than 75 yards. I think CMC is the only one to go over 50 going back to week 1 of last year against this defense. So James Conner is obsolete. It's going to have to be Kyler. So do you trust Kyler and his one weapon? Well, I guess 2 if you count McBride, and I don't.
Why wouldn't you?
McBride's only a weapon when he can fall down on a ball that's already in the end zone.
All right. Why are you so salty about that?
I don't know about
that. I'm just teasing. We didn't talk about that last episode, so I had to get that one in. All right. You guys ready to move on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Great next game. Cowboys taking on the Ravens, who are 0-2, shockingly, to some people in this call.
K-Dog should go last on this one.
All right.
Koop, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, Koop.
Oh man, I think the Ravens are going to take this. I mean, they're 0-2. The Ravens. That's just not the Ravens we know and love. Cowboys defense looking like snot, because we can just wipe that away, nice and easy. Give me the Ravens running all over you guys. All day long, chewing up clock. Yeah, I guess that's enough. I think Mark Andrews maybe 4 touchdowns this game.
Did you say 4 touchdowns?
No, I'm just playing.
Did you guys know
I hope.
Did you guys know that Tom Brady's doing this game again? That means he started out with 3 straight Cowboy games for his career.
Yikes.
Pain.
I actually haven't listened to him broadcast yet. I heard he's great.
I heard he's pretty bad, actually.
He's okay.
It was being sarcastic. I'll follow you up on this one, Koop. Look, the Ravens, nobody's ever really believed in the Ravens, right? I mean, no one's believed in Lamar. He hasn't really done much in his career. Honestly, not that great of a quarterback. He doesn't like throwing the ball. That's a confirmed statement. Mark Andrews, who? Isaiah Likely, who? Zay Flowers. He's pretty good, actually. Derrick Henry looked great he looked all right last week. But hey, look, this game's happening in Texas. It's happening in Arlington. I'm expecting a big game out of Dak. He's been kind of quiet this first 2, but he's about to let the world know what's up, who he is, and why he's about to win the MVP this year. So give me the boys in this one.
Oh,
interesting.
I was so torn on this game, because I've had Baltimore circled. I was gonna say all week, but it's literally been like a day. But I've had Baltimore circled. I just think, and my issue for Dallas heading into the year was hiring Mike Zimmer. I've said it a couple of times in the offseason stuff, but I'm just so tired of like the same coaches getting recycled. It's like, hey, it's kind of like the Shane Waldron thing with Chicago, where it's like, hey, who's bad at their job? Let's hire them as our new coordinator. Like, I don't understand why these people keep getting the same opportunities, because they're just not good at their jobs, Mike Zimmer included. So, I that's part of the reason also why I was a little bit down on the Cowboys in the offseason. I don't know, dude. If Baltimore can't go down 0-3, like they can't record wise, but at the same time, Dallas can't go like 1-2 and have that. Maybe they can. I don't know. The NFC East is up for grabs. I'm gonna go Baltimore. Gun to my head, I'm going Baltimore.
Right. Guys, this one is pretty easy for me. I'm picking the Ravens. I
Oh,
don't
gosh.
wow.
Wow.
it's I don't see the Cowboys having much of a chance here. I think it's still true that Lamar Jackson has only lost one game to the NFC in his career.
Oh
Um,
shoot. Yeah.
I don't see that
Jeez.
changing here. Cowboys have question marks all over. I mean, offense. We kind of gave them a pass against the Browns, but then they followed it up with another, mediocre performance against the Saints. I'm pretty sure, Dak looks okay, but they have no run game. I mean, I think Mike McCarthy just flips a coin every time to see what running back he wants to throw in each drive. The defense looks terrible. There's just so many questions. I mean, of course, I have optimism that it's going to improve from what we saw last week, but this is just going to be a tough game. And there's no way the Ravens are going 0-3.
Why are we giving so much love to the Ravens who just lost to Gardner Minshew?
I mean, they almost beat the Chiefs, though.
Yeah.
I mean, they lost by a touchdown to the Chiefs,
They lost by a fingernail, brother.
and the Bengals just lost to the Chiefs. Who maybe the Chiefs just aren't that good. Maybe that's what I'm under. That's my takeaway from this.
I think a lot of the powerhouses from last year are really struggling to start this
Yeah.
season. Chiefs, Ravens, 49ers. Everyone's kind of it's a new season, so it's tough to expect the same results. In 8 weeks, you'll probably see those teams start to pull away if they are the same caliber as last year, but it's just tough early in the year.
I'm ready for the Ravens to be bad, man. I just don't see it with them this year.
Dog,
I'm
you're never
sorry.
gonna be bad if they have Lamar. I'm just gonna be
Like,
honest.
sure, they might
Lamar,
have a good offensive player.
Lamar's
You got
always
two.
gonna be, that kind of dynamic player to keep them in games.
Well, not when he's like 35 and can't really run anymore.
Okay. Yes, let's travel 8 years into the future.
I don't know. I don't see it. K-Dog, I expect more blind faith out of you for your team.
I got to keep this lead up.
That's more important. All right, we got the Niners taking on the Rams. I'm guessing this is somewhere in California. It's in SoFi.
LA. Yeah,
LA. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, SoFi. I got the Niners in this one. I think it's pretty clear cut. Like even like the Rams are just destroyed. They're beat up. C-Dubs just drops that they had the lowest PFF offensive line grade, and you said in PFF history.
correct. By 15 points too. It's not like it's 1-2. No, it's by a lot.
Yeah. They don't have any weapons on offense, and Kyron Williams can't even be used as a weapon because the O-line's so bad. So yeah, give me the Niners.
Yeah, I think everyone's counting out the Rams. You know what that means, right? I'm joining them, baby.
Yeah. It means you probably should too.
Yeah, it's no further notice. I think the Rams are just dead. And especially after an embarrassing loss by the Niners to the Vikings, who they shouldn't have probably lost to, depending on who the Vikings turn out to be over the season. I think they come out and have a pretty commanding win here.
Yeah,
I
got
agree.
49ers. I think it'll be a blowout.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rams defense is bad. Rams offense is bad. That spells bad news for the Rams.
All right. Chiefs taking on the Falcons. The Falcons are at home for this one. Who wants to lead off? Somebody go
I
for
think
it.
K-Dog should because
Yeah.
of his call last week.
Well,
The Falcon Whisperer.
Well, I was thinking about this. If the Falcons had lost to the Eagles, I think I would have doubled down and gone Falcons again this game. But since they did beat the Eagles, I'm going to go with Kansas City. I don't think they're going to win 2 in a row. I think Chiefs are the better team. It is interesting. I mean, it is in Atlanta, which typically the Falcons are a lot better at home than they are on the road. I don't know. I don't see them. I don't see them beating the Chiefs after kind of a close game Monday night. Yeah, I think the Chiefs win. Is anyone picking Falcons?
Nah, I got the
Um,
Chiefs. It's pretty. I honestly, as much as I like crapping on the Eagles, I think the Falcons. It was more. The Falcons didn't rip that from the jaw of defeat. It was more the Eagles ripped their game. How do I say it? They ripped defeat from the jaws of victory.
Yeah, I was gonna say defeat from the jaws of victory. Yeah.
That's how Sunday night went. So yeah. Or Monday night, sorry. So yeah.
So you're-
Give me the Chiefs.
I wanted to. Yeah, I wanted to pick the Falcons, but I don't know, dude. Like I feel like they struggled against Pittsburgh, which is a top tier defense, and I view Kansas City as a top 5 defense as well. So I'm just gonna pick Kansas City based off that. I think it's gonna be a gross game though, and that not a lot of points are gonna be scored. But I lean Kansas City.
All right. All right. Nice. I'm picking the Falcons here, guys. I'm gonna
Ooh,
do it.
I
I'm
like
gonna
it.
do it. I always tell myself never pick against the Chiefs. Never pick against the Chiefs.
Like a moth to the flame.
But yes, exactly. I always do. So Pacheco's out. We're gonna see Carson Steele, undrafted rookie. He fumbled last game. I
I
don't know how
don't
much he's gonna actually
I don't
be
know if it'll actually be
used.
him. Yeah.
Samaje Perine would be the next guy, next guess. He'll be. What I'm trying to get to is, I guess, that the Chiefs are going to be throwing the ball a lot more, and the Falcons have actually shown to be pretty good pass defense. So we might see Mahomes struggle a little bit more again, similarly to he did against the Cincinnati defense, which is pretty good pass D. I think it's going to be close, and it's going to come down to the wire, and it's going to come down to a PI call at the end of the game to set up the Chiefs for a field goal to win. Uh, but just give me the Falcons. I don't know. Bijan Robinson, man, you got Drake London, Kyle Pitts. I want to see Kyle Pitts going a lot more. Like I said earlier, I can't remember if it was this episode or whatever at this point, but how I'm projecting the Falcons going forward is that 2-minute offense I saw, because that was recency bias to me, and they looked really good there. If they can keep that up against the Chiefs, I don't think the Chiefs defense is anywhere near as good as they were last year. So let's just get a little upset, and this is also going to kind of play into maybe the Chiefs aren't so favorited of the league, and they just lost, guys. See, they are, whatever. Give me the Falcons, and then I'll just pick Chiefs the rest of the year.
All right. Okay. Sounds good. That was interesting. All right. I hate when the NFL does this. 2 Monday night games. Why NFL?
Oh,
Why?
really? They're doing that? I didn't even
Yeah,
know.
2 Monday night
It's
games.
weird.
First one starts at 4:30 PST. Bills taking on the Jags in Buffalo. And C-Dubs, I would love to hear your take just overall so far. You don't have to say who you got on this one yet, but Jaguars. I was curious about
I would like to go last. I'd like to go last. I'll talk about them last.
All right. Well, I'll go first. I got the Bills in this one. I think the Bills have looked really great so far through 2 games. They had the nice comeback against the Cardinals at home, and then great game against the Dolphins. Obviously, Tua going out kind of changes things, but they were already winning that game pretty handedly up to that point. As we said last episode, I think Koop called this out. It's the Josh Allen. It's the Cook show, and the defense, even though they've been beat up, still looks really good overall. And I think the Jags, I'm fading the Jags into the sun. At this point, I'm putting the Jags at the same level as like the Giants. They're just ugly. I think T-Laws doesn't got it. Nothing more else needs to be said. Give me the Bills in this one.
Nope.
Me? Man, we got an 0-2 team here, which C-Dubs is going to probably talk about. Or did he? I don't know. Maybe I missed that. You guys cut out for a while. I'm taking the Bills here. The Bills here still. They just look really good, and like Prof said, that defense looks good, and Jags look bad, man. So I gotta go Bills.
Yeah, well, I hope I'm not stealing C-Dub's thunder, but this is my upset of the week here. I'm going with the
Yeah,
Jaguars.
let's go.
Now, does it make much sense? I think the Bills are, a much better team. But the Jaguars, look, I mean, they're going into the season. Their goal is obviously the playoffs. If they drop to 0-3, their chances of the playoffs are much, much lower. The Bills, they're coming off a big win last Thursday night against the Dolphins. You could argue, okay, well, they have some more time to prepare for this game, but maybe they become a little complacent during that time. Like, oh, well, this will be an easy one on Monday. And also the Jaguars, this game happened last year in week 5. Jaguars won. So I don't think the teams have changed a whole lot. I don't know. It's just kind of a gut feeling here.
You are preaching to my angelic ears, K-Dog. I love to hear this. So okay, I'll start with thoughts on the Jags season so far. The defense is really good. So do not forget, week 1 against the Dolphins, highest over-under of the week, at 52.5 or whatever. Dolphins have 0 points at halftime. Not because Tua was playing bad, but because the Jags defense is legit. Last week, okay, yes, they played the Browns, not exactly an offensive juggernaut, but still held them the field goal. They only scored 1 touchdown. Yeah, it ended up being 18. I think they lost 18-13 was the final score. But in the NFL, if you hold a team to under 20 points, you're doing pretty good. You're doing pretty good. So I think the defense is underrated. Now, if you look at the offense, they are complicating things way too much. So the offensive coordinator is Press Taylor. That guy's an idiot. He constantly he wants you he wants the quarterback to take so many reads in like such a short amount of time that it just doesn't work. So they're overcomplicating the offense, and there's reason for concern, right? Like you see a lot of these usual targets. Christian Kirk has nothing. Christian Kirk has 1 catch through 2 weeks for negative yards. That's unacceptable. Obviously Ingram goes out. He injured his hamstring in pregame warmups this last week. That sucks to see. But when the offense is fully complemented, Ingram doesn't really get too many looks anyways. He really feasted when Kirk got injured the last 2 years. So, is it a loss? Yes, but I would kind of say it's not as much of an impact as some people would say it is. Here's what I think. Here's what I think about this game. I think the Bills have played 2 defenses that sucked. I think they played the Cardinals week 1. Let's not forget, the Cardinals were ahead by 17 points on these guys in Buffalo. And then the Cardinals offense just like stopped working. They were like, they're not going to catch up. Yes, the Bills. Okay, the Bills caught up. They go to week 2. It's a close game it's a close game to the first quarter. Tua gets hit, has his concussion. Dolphins fall apart. Stop playing completely. They blow the socks off of them. Okay. I think that Trevor Lawrence in the press conference after week 2 said, hey, we suck right now. The offense is horrible. Came out and said that. There's going to be changes. I think it's going to be meaningful. It's going to be a really ugly game. The over-under right now is at 45.5. I think it's actually pretty spot on. I could see this being 24-21. But I think the Jags find a way to squeak this one out. I think, their defense is really not being talked about by anyone. But holding Miami when they have their full complement of Mostert, Achane, Waddle, Ty Hill, everyone to 20 points, especially 0 in the first half, is legit. So I think that they find a way to win this game. I don't know how, but I think they're going to win this game. So I'm on the Jags. That's my synopsis and my pick.
I'm surprised we were split, but I love it. I genuinely thought everyone was going to go Bills. Thank you for the synopsis. I will pay attention to the Jags defense because I did not know much about I didn't know their game. Didn't know like that. All right, last game of the night or of the week. Well, both work in that scenario. Bengals taking on the Commanders. I think this is in Cincinnati. Yeah, it's in Cincinnati. Bengals 0-2. In my opinion, this team cannot go to 0-3, especially against the Commanders. It's a pretty simple case of this is a must-win scenario for the Bengals. So give me the Bengals on this one.
I'll take the Bengals as well. And that is all.
Yeah, I got the Bengals too. Any thought I had about the Commanders maybe being better than we thought they were was erased when they almost lost to the Giants. Yeah, I think this will be an easy win for the Bengals.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see probably 6 touchdowns from the Bengals to the air. Commanders, man, they're past these sucks. Give me the Bengals, man. 1 and 2. Yeah. Let's go. Yoshi Bosch, 3 touchdowns.
Stop. Shmokin Hot Take. All right, cool. That's all of our games for this week. Congrats to K-Dog being on top still through week 2 of the Pick'ems. He's just got that magic touch to him.
Got
Just
that
can't be
dog.
defeated. Do you want to give us a hint into your magic, K-Dog?
I don't know. I was kind of proud of myself this week picking a couple upsets. We'll see. I feel pressure to continue this streak. So I don't know. Uh, I'm enjoying seeing you guys at the bottom. I'll say that.
Okay, that's just Koop.
Thanks.
That's just Koop. Actually, there's a certain Lions fan, 420.
Well, that's because he
Yeah.
doesn't fill out his thing, man.
Yeah, that's true. Come on, bro, fill it out. If you're listening, fill it out right now as you're listening. All right. Well, Mr. Magic Man, K-Dog, why don't you run us through your top 10 real quick?
Oh yeah, sure. So let's see. Yeah, so my number 10. I got a lot of new teams in the top 10, as I'm sure you guys do as well. Number 10, I got the Chargers.
Oh,
think-
what?
I think maybe they
Nice.
should be, honestly, maybe they should be higher. Like I said, this is kind of more of a feeling as they have not, due to their schedule, they have not gotten a chance to really prove it. But I think this team could be really good this year. Number 9, I got the Saints. Ugh. Yeah, moving on. Eagles, I got at 8. Buccaneers at 7. Ravens at 6. Sorry, Prophet. Lions at 5. Look, I mean, they're still a good team. It was, they're good. The thing about these teams, you'll notice I do still have a lot of these top teams that lost. I mean, one game is not totally going to change my mind on some of these teams. Number 4, I have the Bills.
Well, I think you skipped 5.
Oh, did I?
No, he said 5 is
Did
Detroit.
I say Lions? Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's my
Lions,
bad.
Lions
That's my
at
bad.
5. Bills at 4. Niners at 3. I have the Texans at 2, simply because they have gone 2-0, although they haven't looked super impressive in those 2 wins. And then I have the Chiefs at 1 still. I think even if they lost to the Bengals, I might still have had the Chiefs at 1, honestly. Yeah, that's my top 10.
Nice. I don't know if I want to go now because
Also-
I'm about to blow this shit.
I can go
up.
now. I can go now. I can go now if you want.
Jesus Christ.
If we want to wait, we can leave yours for last. Coop, how
I'm
about
gonna
that?
blow the faces off y'all.
I don't think you.
All right.
I don't think you're going to. I think mine might.
All right, number
Yeah.
10. So I
Oh,
like
that's
I like
good.
the Chargers shout. I got the Chargers at 11, but I'm not quite in top 10. But I like the call. I got Pittsburgh at 10. Go Steelers, go.
Nice.
I got Pittsburgh at 11, so
There we go.
let's
There we
do
go.
some more.
I got the Hawks at 9.
Oh.
Go Hawks. Oh yeah. I got the 49ers at 8. They have too many injuries for my liking right now. Which means I have Minnesota skull at 7. I got the Saints at 6. Gross. I'm gonna go Yak now. I have the Lions at 5, same as K-Dog. I have the Texans at 4. I got Tampa Bay at 3. I think they have the best win of the year so far, going into
Wow.
Detroit and winning. So I got them up at 3. I got Kansas City at 2, and I got Buffalo at 1. Why? Because I wanted the Jags to beat. I wanted the Jags to beat the number 1 team in the NFL. So I got the
Oh,
Buffalo
my
Bills at
God.
1.
Holy shit! That just got hot.
All
Woo!
right. All right. Yours was hot. I'm about to get a
Damn,
little
boy.
hotter.
Oh,
I'm bringing some fire tonight. This is Shmokin Hot Takes, right?
yeah, it says.
Right.
Some,
All right.
some would say.
I'm gonna start with 12, just so it's kind of a setup, I guess. So number 12, I got the 49ers here. So we'll start hot.
Got it.
I got the Hawks at 11, and then start getting into our top 10 here. Got the Lions at 10. Got the Ravens at 9. Buccaneers 8. And then this defense is just too good, man. I got the Steelers at 7.
Mm-hmm.
And I got the Texans at 6. I got the Vikings at 5.
Okay, that's a lot.
I got the Chiefs at 4.
What the hell?
Oh no, no, no,
I got the Bills at 3.
no!
And you can't say these guys aren't a top 2 team right now.
Oh boy, here we
I
go.
got the Saints. Give me the Saints at 2, baby. And you know who I'm taking at 1? The Chargers.
There's only one team left.
Let's go, baby.
What?
I got the Chargers because this team
No.
This team is old school football, man. You got a great defense, you got a great O-line, and you got a captain to drive the ship straight in Justin Herbert.
What?
All right?
No, I refuse.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I
You do not have
kind of
the
like.
Chargers.
We might look back on this and it might be not quite as crazy.
Dude, I don't know why, but for a
Yeah,
second there,
baby.
I thought you were gonna say the Raiders.
Where?
At number 1, bro. You said I like their defense, and I was like, it's the Raiders.
Nah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Chargers?
Chargers team up there.
Does the Panthers don't count as a full win? Do
Do
they?
Maybe. Maybe not.
All
Do
right.
the Cowboys count as a full win?
Jesus.
That's
Apparently not.
That's
Because the Raiders
that's a
just
low
beat the
blow.
Ravens, and the Chargers handled the Raiders pretty
Yeah,
well.
two of you guys got 2 0-2 teams in your top 10. What's up with that? All right, whatever. All right, number 10. I got the Cowboys. Still playing good enough for me to be in the top 10. Number 9, Steelers, which not hot at all. I think I had them at 10 last week. Number 8, I got the 49ers. Dropping down. I might have had them at 1 actually last week. Number 7, I got the Vikings. Thought I was going to be a little hot on that. Thought I was going to get flamed for that one, but Koop beat me. You got them at 5. 6, I got the Lions. 5, the Saints. 4, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Number 3, I got the Bills. 2, the Texans. And number 1, I'm still keeping the Chiefs up there. I had a pretty similar list to you, C-Dubs, I think, in terms of positioning.
Yeah, we had a lot of them
Yeah.
similar.
Yeah, so yeah, loved the spice. I think we're all we're moving in the right way, in the right trajectory.
Hey man, I'm just using the data I have in front of me. All right.
Something I don't know if I can trust that algorithm if it's got
That's
the
what I
Chargers
got.
ranked at 1.
That's what. Actually, they were ranked at 2. To be fair,
Oh my God.
and I swapped them with
Oh.
the Saints. I swapped them with the Saints. I didn't feel like that was right.
He said, I
Oh.
can't let Dennis Allen be number 1 on my list.
I trust the Chargers a little bit more right now. So.
Oh man. All right. Do you guys got Shmokin Hot Takes this week?
I do. Jamar Chase,
Oh,
200
okay.
receiving yards and 2 touchdowns.
Holy.
Wow.
Nice. I like that a lot.
Lock it in.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right. I'm just gonna stick with mine. Caleb Williams, 3 touchdowns. I'll even put a little bit of yardage on it. Give me 255.
Okay, I hate to say it, but I had a Caleb Williams one as well. A little different. I was gonna say the Bears are winning by 3 scores. Caleb Williams throws 3 touchdowns, and we're all talking about him as being, the next great young quarterback on Monday.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. Well, in the spirit of going big here, I'm gonna go Rashid Shaheed, 150 and 2 against the Eagles this week. Or do I need to bump it up to 200 to match C-Dubs?
I think Raheed Shaheed has less than 30 yards receiving this week. I want to add that on.
Why are you fading me? Why is it so
He's
aggro?
a fluke. He's a fluke, man. He just gets
No, he's
one
not.
60-yard touchdown a game. He's not going to do that every game.
Yeah, well, he's done it the first 2 games of the season.
Yeah. I don't see it happening the third time.
All right. Well, we'll see about that. We'll see
I
about
love
that,
that.
K-Dog. I don't know why you
Smokers,
coming
Smokers,
right
let us
after
know.
me.
Yeah, I didn't mean
Smokers,
to.
let us
dang,
let us
man.
know who you're with here. Let us know who you're with. Are you with K-Dog or are you with Prof? Rashid Shaheed, big game or small game?
Yeah, make that the poll. You should make that the poll for this week, Coop, or do whatever you want. All right. Yeah, that's it for today's episode. Any last words from you guys? Anything you want to share with the people?
No.
Okay.
Hey, come back, come back to this video on Monday when the Colts take down the Bears. You heard it here first.
Ooh.
All right. Well, make sure to like and follow on Spotify. Hit that follow button 51 times. Leave us a 5-star review. Check us out on YouTube. Check us on Instagram. Check us out on TikTok and Twitter and all that good stuff. And check out C-Dub's Locks coming out on Friday. We're looking for a big bounce back this week, aren't we, C-Dubs?
Yeah, not going too well. Not going too well right now, but you know what? That's all right. We got to bounce back. We got some plays already lined up this week, doing some research into them. So see how it
That's
goes.
what we're doing.
But
Hell
yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do.
We're going undefeated this week. All right. Let's sign out. I'm out of here. This is Prof. We got Koop, K-Dog, and C-Dubs leaving today. All right. Shmokin.
Smoking.
Broken.
Smoking.
The resistance is no more.